Hey everybody, it's Kennedy here. Welcome to another episode of Buzzworthy, and today is Friday. Ooh, Happy Friday, everybody. So, what are your plans for the weekend? I think I'm gonna go to the studio this weekend. I went on my birthday and I started laying the groundwork on a song, and now I've been in practice and I'm really excited to go back in the studio and re-record it. I love when I first, record something and then I go back and scrap it after the fact, because I put in that work to like make the sounds more seamless anyways. It just gives you another point to start working from. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited because this is my first song that I'm doing to a SE Trill beat. And I've always liked his beats. And now I'm about to be doing a song on the SE Triller beat. And I'm super duper excited because I actually paid for it. I mean, I love going on YouTube and finding a good, beat to do a song to, but it's nothing like that feeling you get when you actually buy a beat that's yours, that no one else can use. So I'm really excited to be coming out with this single. And y'all pray that everything goes well. Pray that I find a babysitter so that I can go to the studio myself this time and I don't have to worry about the kids being in there with me. When I first came to Wichita, I actually was going to Paulie's Productions. The first time I went there was when I started seeing my husband anyway. But I was going there at first. But over the years, I kind of went to Paulie's less and less and kind of just stayed at home and recorded things. But now my husband has this gig at Victory, I believe, VME Records, and that's where I went on my birthday. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, I love this studio. It's like a vibe, all the way vibe. There's places for you to sit. You can have a crew with you, and the studio is real nice. And it was cool when I brought my kids with me. It was cool. They, sat out in the area. They were, kind of walking around. And of course I had to tell them not to touch stuff every now and again. But for the most part, it was real chill. And if you have a group of people and you're trying to vibe in the studio, that's like the place to go. So I'm looking forward to going to go do my little few hours there this weekend. So this week has really been a week for me. I have been on one, trying to get my videos made, and then, life happens, here and there, something will pop up and just completely derail you. I felt like that happened to me a lot this week. And I think it happened just because I was so determined to keep my videos going and show myself consistency and just, continue to show up for myself. It seems like every time I got ready to start recording my videos, something happened, and it would like suck hours out of my day, like literally. And so I had to get to the point, as the week went by and I started noticing like little stuff happening that kind of took away from what I was trying to do. I would stop right then and there and like say a prayer and like shift my focus to what I am supposed to be focusing on, because you can get distracted so fast, especially when you're on, a path and you're trying to do something productive. There's always going to be that resistance. Guys, when I first started Buzzworthy, I had like 4 or 5 episodes pre-written. And after my first episode, I was like, yes, I can do this, right? And so I had a friend, a former friend at the time, who had saw me do that. And she was like, hey, I just moved into this really nice apartment complex. Why don't you come film Buzzworthy there? Because the lobby is so nice and the party room was nice. So I was like, bet. I went by the space. I saw that it was legit. And I was like, oh, I could really see myself recording my show here. I could make recipes. I could, really go all out, right? And I was so excited. And basically I set up a time to go there. First time, she canceled on me. Oh, I got something to do. Second time, she canceled on me. Oh, I got something to do. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go back to my original idea and just, record it by myself, work with what I got with. Well, she was like, no, we can plan something for next week. And I was like, okay, So I listened and I waited until that next week. Day came. She canceled on me again. And I was like, bitch, I am stopping my progress to trust you. And you're like stonewalling me. Now I'm not doing anything at all. Well, long story short, this friend ended up not really being my friend anyway. But I kind of regretted trusting her with my dream and my project because it kind of felt like she was trying to stop me from doing it. Then all of a sudden she's doing the things that I was doing. And, you know, it was like, really? You're going to do that to me, right? So anyways, what I learned from that was once you start doing, you resolve to yourself that you're going to start doing something and you don't need nobody else to accomplish it. Fuck them people. Because 9 times out of 10, people start showing up when you start doing things because either they want to stop you, they want to ride your coattail, or they just want to, you know, be attached to you, you know, which is pretty much being on your coattail. They want to be attached to you. But I know, like, I never saw this person or really talked to them before that. And it was like, you're showing interest in what I'm doing, but really you're trying to derail me. So if you got just a little bit of something, even like right now, I'm recording this on my phone. Would I love to have a camera crew? Yes. Would I love to have other people's help? Yes. But at the same time, like, I'm not going to let that be the reason why I don't do anything. And from that experience that I told you about, I hindered myself. I stopped myself from doing something that I planned to do the next day and the next day. And then when I found out that this person really wasn't for me, like, it was like a punch to my gut. And I stayed depressed for a long time about that. Like, now what? Like, I didn't already have something going before that. I took my project and I began to share it with someone else and it never went anywhere. So you have to be mindful of the people that come into your company once you start doing your dream and really start implementing goals that you have in your life. Like, check for how they're acting around you. Check for the type of things that they say to you. And when they're telling you that they can do something for you to make you better, don't abandon what you're already doing. Bring them into what you're doing. Like, I will never do that again. I will never have something going for myself and then stop. And look, while I was recording this episode, look what showed up. My doterra parcel. So I didn't order much. I just renewed my website. So if you guys get a chance and you want to see the catalog, go ahead and log on to mydoterra.com/honeybee sunflowers, and you can look at all of the oils, read up, get some good information, and see if there's something that you would like. Now, to the parcel. Let's see what I ordered. So, first thing is this here On Guard. Now, I love On Guard essential oil, but this spray right here is like everything on the go. Okay? Like, keep a couple wet wipes in case the bum try to touch me type. Great. Okay? You can spray it anywhere. You can use it to sanitize the air. You can use it to sanitize surfaces. It's great. It's a sanitizing mist, and it smells just like On Guard, which you either like it or you don't, but it's great for immune support. And I would even suggest you guys get On Guard instead of this spray. And if you should get this spray, I mean, when you run out, you could just put some drops of On Guard into it and reuse it. But like, yeah, just a little mist. Smells so good. I'm thinking it's a sanitizing mist, and here it says you can spray it on your hands, which makes complete sense. So yeah, don't have any hand sanitizer? Boom, hand sanitize just like that. Okay, so this was the first thing I got. I love to keep it in my car and, you know, around the house. Anyways, next thing. The other thing that I ordered, or really I got for free for renewing my website, is peppermint essential oil. And I'm glad, not a moment too soon, because I just ran out of peppermint. Well, a bottle of peppermint. Actually, I have quite a few peppermints on hand, but it's nice to get an extra one. And actually, you guys, I would be glad to give this one away. If you like and share this video, I'll put you in a drawing to win a full-size bottle of peppermint, which is 15 milliliters. This is a full-size bottle. So serving size is about 1 drop, but there's about 250 drops of oil in this. And that goes a long way, trust me, because a lot of times you only need 1 drop. And when you need more than 1 drop, I've never used more than about 15 drops for anything. But I mean, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's 250 drops. Since I got peppermint essential oil, I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about it. Mind you, earlier this week, I gave you a little glimpse into peppermint by telling you how I used it for my back pain when I fell. But you can also use peppermint for freshening your breath if you want to add a drop to your toothpaste in the morning, or if you want to make your own little toothpaste, you can use peppermint to flavor that. You can also put a drop of this peppermint essential oil into your coffee in the morning, and boom, you have a peppermint mocha. And don't use more than 1 drop, okay? Because you just don't want to use more than 1 drop of peppermint oil when you're making a drink. But also, just a fun little fact, put a drop in your brownies and it will taste great. I love to do that around Christmas time though. So, I mean, if you want to hold off until then, make some peppermint brownies. That would be like the perfect treat, okay? What else can I tell you about peppermint aside from what you already know? You can also use this peppermint oil to freshen the air, add some drops into the air. It really helps with your respiratory health as well. If you don't have a mister or a diffuser, you can always just take a small drop into your hand, rub your hands together, and then take a whiff, and boom, you have aromatherapy right then and there. And you could do that with any of your oils. I like to do it especially with the citrus, but peppermint is one of those ones that I'll use in the morning when I want to get going. It helps me to really wake up. If you want to wake up, do that with the peppermint. Put it in your hand, put it in your palms, and it goes, and then you're just going to go, like that. And if you're not feeling too well, you can do the same thing, or you could take it internally. I'm trying to think of what else I haven't said, but honestly, if you have any questions about how you can use peppermint, I am here. You can hit me up and I will direct message you, or you can email me and I will make sure that I either do a video or answer you directly. Speaking of Juneteenth, what do y'all think about what Walmart did with releasing these plates and napkins and cups and things like that? Because I've seen the response that the African American community has given as like, you can't make these happy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you say, how come we don't have that? How come you don't do this for me? And then the powers that be bend and do exactly what you want. And then you're like, this is mockery. I'm offended. It's really hard to please Black people. That's all I'm saying. Like I personally didn't think about it that deep. But when people were like, this is mockery, I was like, yeah, that is kind of fucked up, Sam Walden. Even though it's not Sam Walden. But yeah, the Walmart guy. I was like, yeah, this is a little late. How about some actual rights? How about, I don't know. But definitely didn't feel the way that other people responded to it. I was just like, oh, look, how nice. But then, yeah, when people started talking about it, I was like, well, you know, they got a point. But then I was like, well, you know, it can't make Black people happy, because if you do it, you didn't do it fast enough. You didn't do it long enough. It was the wrong way. And it's like, what can be done to actually pacify Black people about some of the issues? And I don't mean to be inconsiderate, but if your government or people, whoever, stores, they try to honor you and you're like, fuck that. Like, I hate it. Like, are you intentionally being difficult? You know what I'm saying? But that's just, you know, tell me what you think. I have mixed feelings, you know, and I'm mixed. So I don't know. I mean, they've been doing Cinco de Mayo stuff for years. And I'm like, you know, I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't have much else to talk about, guys. But I did want to just, you know, wish you guys a great weekend. Hope you guys have fun. Hope you get out in the sun and stay active. Make sure you're drinking your water. You know what I'm saying? Get some high quality H2O in your system. Eat healthy. You know, love on the people in your life. And, you know, just be blessed. Okay? Bye. Mm. Mm. Mm.